What's up, guys? So this is my part two to if you're 20 and broke, trying to break into the industry. And it's typical. People judge you, if they see you with some nice shit or you talk that way or whatever. Then they assume, well, you never had to go through anything. So who are you to fucking tell me to try to do it the hard way? And the thing they miss is they don't ask you. They don't ask you, have you been through some hard shit to get where you're at? That would seem like a reasonable question to me. And that's the thing that I notice, that people who don't make it, who don't do shit with their lives, they don't do that. They don't ask questions. They make assumptions. And all you're doing there is announcing to, if you're a writer, you're announcing to an agent, a manager, a producer, an executive, that you're a terrible candidate for an adaptation or an open writing assignment, or whatever, doing something on someone's life rights or something, because you're not going to ask any questions. You're just going to assume shit and probably be wrong. Okay, so this video is for the youngsters who might be wondering, like, bro, have you ever been through anything fucking like gnarly? Like, my life is fucking gnarly right now. Like, I'm broke, this kind of shit. Yeah, dude. Yes, I have. So I'm doing this video for them. Okay. Like, I haven't always lived like this, dude. Yeah, I'm used to, at this point, I'm used to going to like 5-star restaurants and shit, where sometimes it's like $1,500 a person. Not cheap at all, dude. Or, fucking 5-star hotels, where you walk in and they know your name. I don't know how they fucking do it, but you walk in, they're like, how you doing? Good to see you back. This kind of shit. But I didn't start there. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't fucking start there. I didn't grow up that way at all, dude. Let me go back to my teens for the youngsters, right? So, and it's like some clown said, like, this is the worst, most terrible advice known to humanity. That's a bit fucking exaggeratory. It's a bit dramatic, and said by someone who's never experienced any of this. Okay, well, let's go back to my teens then. And I'm not saying this to get fucking sympathy. I don't need sympathy for this shit. I've already lived it, okay? It's in the fucking past. But when I was 14, my father passed away, and he was sprayed with Agent Orange in Vietnam, and there was a class action lawsuit. That's a long story I won't fucking bore you with, but I didn't get any money from that, but I did get Social Security. But at the same time, my mom basically fucking was destroyed and fucking, I think, had a fucking nervous breakdown over that, and losing her soulmate, right? And so she was kind of incapacitated, I would say that. And so me and my sisters, I was 14, and my sisters were like 5 and 6 or something. We're left to fend for our fucking self. So how do we eat? By the way, I was signing my checks over, my Social Security checks over. I'm happy to tell you my fucking life, like, because it might help some youngsters be like, okay, yeah, man, okay, you've been through some shit, I get it. I'm going through some shit myself, so that's why I fucking reveal some shit about myself, okay? So I'm signing my Social Security checks over. I could have emancipated myself, but I didn't, because I knew my sisters would be left fucking to fend for themselves, and they were too young, right? So I'm like, fuck it, I'll take it on the chin and not be a little baby. And so how do we get food? We fucking stole it, man. And I have no fucking guilt over that, because I don't think any kid should go hungry, especially when their fucking parent dies. I wasn't even old enough to get a job, right? So that was my only fucking option. So yeah, and me and my sister, we laugh about it now, tragedy plus time equals comedy. Now, my sister, I want to give a shout out to my sister. My sister's cracking off. I don't know if you happen to see my video where we had the gender reveal. That's in my sister's house. You know, she's got a fucking badass backyard, pool, fucking bunch of palm trees, all this kind of shit, you know. So, and by the way, and everybody in my family fucking owns, dude. Nobody rents, okay? And we didn't come from privilege, bro. So that's how we ate. We and my little sister says, like, you taught us the game, big brother. Like, you taught us how to hustle, be hustlers, you know. And so, you know, we would steal food, and she's like, we would have a grocery list and all this shit. Like, we were forced to grow up way faster than we should have been, you know. And so I'm like, we need beans, we need fucking like head of lettuce, we need fucking eggs, we need butter, we need milk, this kind of shit. We're not stealing candy and shit. We're not these privileged kids where mommy and daddy like provides us with all the food we want, but we're still fucking greedy and let's go steal some candy. No, we're stealing basic necessities, okay? And I said, if anybody tries to grab you, run, okay? And I'll deal with it if you catch my drift, okay? So the other way we got food was, I knew, have you ever seen that reduced section in the supermarket for people who are super fucking poor? I wasn't always like this, dude. And so I knew when they would throw that shit out, because I could see it, because we lived right behind a supermarket, so I could see when they were throwing that shit out. So, you know, then I would wait and they'd throw it out and I'd rush down there before, you know, any fucking rats got on it or whatever the fuck, and pull shit out of there. Yeah, it was embarrassing, man, but fuck it, like I had no other fucking choice. So I'd pull out like bags of chips, like shit still sealed up and shit, and wash it off, and that's what we fucking ate, man. You know. So, you know, and then later, so I'm paying rent and shit, and I come home one day. I'm in my teens, and there's a lockbox on the. There's a lockbox. Someone trying to get in my door. There's a lockbox on the front door, and I look in the window. Everything's fucking gone, dude. My mom moved and didn't fucking tell me. So yeah, so I was homeless when I was in my fucking teens, dude. Don't tell me I wasn't. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I figured it out. And by the way, I could never go back. And I don't need your hatred on my family. If you're gonna say anything about my fucking family, you say it to my face, okay? That's off limits, okay? Be mature enough to not go there, okay? So I could never go back to, you know, if something went wrong in my life. I've never asked my mom for money ever. I've never said, Mom, oh, I'm low on rent. Mom, can you help me? Not once. Mom, can I come back home and live? Not once, dude. But whatever. I forgave my mom. That's over with. And yeah, she's allowed to come here and stay and all that kind of shit. And you know, me and my sister, we fucking spoil her and shit. So, you know, here's the thing. Like, if I say something that's hardcore, it's coming from a place of fucking experience, dude. I'm not just saying this shit out of my ass. Like, well, why don't you like do some stupid shit? Like, no, I'm saying it from a place of someone who's done it, dude. Okay? And how much time do I got left? I'm gonna try to only go to 10 minutes. And you know, when I broke into the industry, that's a whole other fucking story. When I went to South Africa, the first day I get there, I go to the model house the first fucking night. You know, I think it's gonna be like, what's that TV show, MTV, Real World? I thought it's gonna be like this, you know, Jersey Shore or some shit like this. The first night I get there, we all go to bed, and I meet everybody from who's around the world and shit, and dudes with machetes break in and abduct one of the female models, and she's fucking missing, and we don't know if she's alive or dead. She's probably dead, you know. To this day, I don't know if she fucking lived through it. I don't know. But then the model house was shut down. So again, I'm fucking homeless there in a fucking foreign land. I don't know nobody out here, dude. I'm in South Africa, halfway around the world, and I'm homeless again. So don't tell me I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? And that story goes way deeper, bro. And I saw people get murdered out there. I was almost murdered, and it was wrong identity. They murdered the person right next to me. And so I see someone get their head blown off right next to me. Okay, boom, dead. Okay, so yeah, I've seen shit. You know, and the people that are gonna complain about what I say, I know that they're the ones that mommy and daddy will bail them out and have bailed them out, and it didn't work out for them. You know, that's what I think. That's my prediction. So what I would recommend is I would just ask people. It seems like the grown-up thing to do, instead of assume shit that's fucking completely fucking false. And by the way, when you know, people think like I just married some fucking agent, I just walked in, I was already fucking like my mommy and daddy paid for everything. That's not what the fuck happened. And they think, oh, I just met some agent at a fancy party or something and then married a fancy agent. That's not what fucking happened, dude. The first place we lived was a motel. Did you know that? The first place we lived was a fucking motel. We had like maybe $1,000. And that's dwindling down. And then we live in a fucking studio apartment. $99 moves you in. The rent was $199 a month, dude. Can you picture how shitty that would be? It was so small that I could lay in bed and reach the refrigerator. What I'm saying, I fucking started at the bottom. I'm not fucking exaggerating, bro. You gotta start somewhere, dude. You know? I didn't fucking start like this, okay? So just let that be known. And if you have questions, anybody who has questions on my video, like, you know, just ask me, dude, and I'll fucking tell you. Okay, that seems reasonable, that seems adult, that seems, you know, mature. Okay, so, or you know, if you're 12 or 13 or something, just don't comment, okay? Do something else with your time. Go watch video games or something, okay? So that's kind of it. So yeah, I've been through plenty of shit. Now I could keep going for a fucking hour about the shit I've been through, and I promise you it's brutal as fuck. I'm only barely scratching the surface. But I'll tell my story of how I broke into the industry, and it was through South Africa. That story is fucking brutal. I saw 6 people fucking die while I was out there, and it was right when apartheid was ending. It was fucking brutal. Okay, so sometime I'll do that one. Okay, later guys. Good luck.